How's it going, lads? Phil Potter here, and welcome to the 18th episode of Road to a Better Bollocks FC. Now, we start this episode off by selling all those bad boys that we signed at the end of the last episode. We end up making about 2,500 coins profit, which is pretty good. I'm happy enough with that. And it pretty much covers the signing of Monzon. I'm not sure that's how to pronounce it, but, you know, who cares? He's not in the right formation just yet. I'm not going to worry about that just yet, but, you know, we'll get cracking into this game, okay? So, this is like a La Liga and Bundesliga hybrid kind of a thing, and he was decent enough. I'm not going to lie, he was decent enough. But look at this stuff from Bravo. That is a beautiful bit of play, and Pastore nearly finishes it off. Pastore is one of those players where he started off for my club fairly shite, and it kind of took him a while to get into it. Now he just seems to be class. I don't know what happened, but it was like, you know, when you buy a new pair of shoes or something and it takes a while to break them in. So that's all we needed to do. We needed to break in Pastore. Sounds a little bit dirty, I'm not going to lie, but let's not get carried away. Anyway, look at this bit of skill from Lisandro Lopez. Beautiful stuff, and the keeper makes a fantastic save, to be honest. This game was actually quite frustrating now that I remember. This is my first time looking back at it, and you'll see why soon. But a lovely bit of stuff here from Bravo into Lisandro Lopez, flicks it over the defender, beautiful, and into the corner. I cannot, just beautiful stuff. Oh god, here, have a look at this. I thought I was going for a beautiful little clip. I don't know how many of you know my amazing defending videos, but that would have been perfect. And Willie is doing the damage, except not for me. My own Willie is doing damage to myself. You don't hear me saying that. You don't hear people say that ever, actually. What am I talking about? But yeah, so we got down 3-2, and then this guy gets a nice dirty sweaty. Actually, Willie needs to get his act together. You know what I mean? It's like having erectile dysfunction. He needs to get his act together. But but anyway, as you can see here, man's just a dirty, sweaty bollocks. I was getting to the stage where I was going all out attack, so that's why I was left a bit weak at the back. But it doesn't really matter. But what this loss meant, right? Because you see, I almost got a nice goal at Lamela. But what this loss meant is that I could only draw one more game. I'm only able to draw one more game if I want to win Division 1, so it's cutting it short. I cannot lose any more games. So here's our next team. We're up against quite a strong Premier League team, and I'm kind of going, oh shit, look at all these overpowered kind of players in there. But they're not going to overpower us. We start off with a nice bit of skill from D'Alessandro. I got very lucky here, and I'm sorry I did tramp it, but just to kind of Phil-potted it up a bit, I did a flick into the back of the net, so it wasn't as trampy or sweaty or whatever you want to call it. And then I score a dirty goal. Okay, I can't defend myself for that goal. That was absolutely just horrible from a corner. But like, you got to take your chances from corners. Everyone else does. Now look at this goal. Bravo is silver, and that is just class. Palacio there trying to slide in and steal all the glory, but piss off, you bollocks. It's okay though. We get the goal. We're 3-0 up, and this was just brilliant. I love doing that skill. You know, that little dink over, like the triple flick of the right stick, gets you to just chip it up a little bit, and then you try and volley it in. I love doing that. But this was, you know, obviously a bit of a hammering, and that was just a nice bit of play, and I triple tapped it in, and, you know, I got the nice skillful finish again. So, you know, it wasn't as ugly. Don't worry, there will be better goals coming up in this episode, and make sure you stay tuned, actually, very soon. Stay tuned, you're gonna like it. Now I got lucky here, so yeah, this was just my game. He might have had all these overpowered players, but they couldn't overpower Bollocks FC. So here we go. We put Lamela back into the team, and we give him an all attributes card. Now this is like giving him steroids, so just keep an eye out on this little section here and enjoy. So that was a little bit of footage from Bollocks FC's last training session. Now I told Lamela to, you know, wear his old Roma jersey to the session, because if you wore any Bollocks FC gear, you just rip it, because that's what steroids do to you and make your muscles massive, and that's basically it. So yeah, we come up against quite a strong looking Bundesliga side, and it was a tough challenge. And I noticed in this run of games that I had that I was coming up against very tough opponents. which is good. I need to up the challenge a bit, because it's all been a bit too easy. I'll admit it myself, it has been easy. But there's Lamela tripping over the goalkeeper like a lunatic. It's like his steroids have just gotten, to go crazy. He didn't really gain an ability at all. But we get a lovely tackle in there, but it was not enough. And I'm disappointed with Willie there. He should have saved that. And look how unlucky we were here. Look, oh Jesus. And then literally like 2 seconds after that, your man goes down and he scores this goal. And it just pissed me off because it was so close to getting good tackles in. And then he goes for the little tramp goal. But that's okay, because we are Bollocks FC and we always make the return. And lovely bit of football here. Got a bit laggy. I was kind of crapping me pants a bit, but Zarate finishes it. Lovely stuff. And there's D'Alessandro. Look at that little bit of skill. It's 73 minutes gone. We're 3-2 up. I'm feeling strong, and then this happens. I'm down to a 2-on-1 situation, and I was, you're just trying to read what he's going to do, and you don't want to give him the obvious option, but he ends up scoring anyway. But here we go. It's in the 90th minute, and our drugged up steroid man Lamela goes, here, I might usually be left-footed, but I'll use my right foot this time. The steroids have me mental, so they do. So we get the win. We're on 11 points. So like I said a couple of minutes ago, we can only draw one more game if we still want to win Division 1. So that's very important. And will we do? We'll have to wait and see. We come up against another strong Bundesliga team. It's getting a bit ridiculous now at this stage. I wish people had a bit of imagination. But there's a lovely ball there from, I think it was Lamela, I'm not sure, and Lavezzi almost gets the Paolo Di Canio style volley in. That would have been beautiful. Now, because we're playing quite a dirty little team once again, you got to take those corner chances. It's just like part of the game. And look at this, Zarate headbutts his keeper in the balls, and almost then look at this from Lamela. Oh my god, the power he got in that. Those steroids have a bit of a lasting effect on him. They must do, because that would have been an absolute rocket. And then we go for a little cheeky dink over the keeper, and we get lucky because it was going wide, but Zarate was there to sweep up. Now this guy was going a bit crazy now at this stage. He was flying into tackles, and that kind of made me go, right, the game is over, it's won. Until I did this. Jesus Christ, messing about at the back. And once again, Willie is not convincing me just yet. Romero seemed to do a much better job, and then all of a sudden we're down. It's 2-1. We're after giving away a penalty, and your man lost the penalty away 2-2, and it is completely, unjust. You know what I mean? That is just rubbish. But I kind of go, right, let's get a nice bit of passing movement going on, and Zarate, finishes off the move. That was absolutely beautiful. Now I have a question before this episode ends. Do I after episode 20, do I sell all these players and buy one informed player and then start from kind of scratch again? Or do I don't know, just build another team and just keep building more teams? That's what I want to know. So leave it in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode and you enjoyed the steroid rage. And I won't talk to you tomorrow. I'll talk to you the day after. Good luck, lads. I've said this before. You cannot have a pair of bollocks without a willy.